Okay, so first thing you want to do is go over here and pick up this candy cane. And the next step is basically just luck, you just need to find it, so I'm just going to show you. And it's over here in this corner. You want to put this candy cane here and use it like a lever. It opens this door, and there'll be this note here. Remember this room, you'll need to come back to it. Okay, this note, if you look carefully at it and you were to take all the capitalized letters, it would spell out star. So the next place we need to go is the star in the center of Deadless. And it's at the very top. Okay, once you're at the top, right here, there's the note. And this one will tell you to find the side which is the most sparkliest. And if you have particles on, you will see that this side has more particles that are sparkling from this star. So you want to go into this direction. And it's right here. It's this pick. And this ice pick can break ice. So if you guys know, the pond over here is frozen, so we want to go over there and use it to break into the pond. So you go over here, you click on the ice, and you'll be able to break it. And then right here is your next node. And also you should already see there's a chest over here, which you can't open yet, but you'll come back to this later. Okay, this node tells us to find the dormant wood, which is on the other side of Deathless. Right here. So you want to stand up here, and if you look up, you'll see a key there. So you use your ice pick again, click on it, and you'll get the key. And now you can open the chest that I showed you earlier. So we go back to the pond. Should still be open, if not just use your pick again. And you can now open the chest. And this chest will give you this map. The key to solving this map, first of all, the Win spells out spell. And the key to solving this map is you draw lines between the X's, and then where they cross is where you need to go and cast a spell. And that is at the military base right here up to, on the top of this tower, so that's where we'll go now. Okay, don't go into the military base, because that doesn't help. You need to get up here into this tower. Okay, once you're here, you will want to cast a spell, and you will hear a sound. And you will also, after a while, see these particles. Now you can follow these if you know what you need to do. It's optional. You can just skip the next step. But I'm gonna follow these so you see what the intended way to solve this is. So it will give you this map here, which will say cast a spell to reveal the truth. Now it'll tell us without something it can burn. Now something near the airbase may help. So first of all, we're going to go back to the room where we were earlier, and we are going to try casting a spell here. And as you can see, something happens. But unfortunately the fire stopped something from happening. So, as we read earlier, something near the airbase may help. So let's go to the airbase. And you want to pick up the cannonball, which is right over here. Okay. Now, we need to somehow extinguish the fire, and we will do that by stuffing the cannonball into the chimney and then closing the door so there's no more oxygen, and then the fire extinguishes. So the chimney for this hidden room is right here. So you just right click and it puts the cannonball in there. Then you go back down, close the door, And you have to wait a while until you hear like an extinguishing sound. Okay, there we go. And now you can cast the spell again, and as you can see, the fire is now gone. Okay. Now this opens, and you can pick up this, the Vision of the Past. Now for this I recommend you have your particles to high, so it's easier to see where it is, but seeing as I'm going to tell you where it is, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so the idea here is that it shows you something in Deathless, and the red thing you can see at the center of my screen, like the bright red thing, is an X in Winnick, and that's where you need to stand and then left click with the item to open it up. So the first one is here, the candy cane matches up with this one. So you want to stand here, click, and you'll see these swirly particles, and you also get a chat message. Okay, the next one is over here. I'm not going to explain why all of these are at the right location, but these ones are easy, so I'll just show it's these two things. And you want to stand right here, click, do the swirly thing again. Okay, the next one is over at the frozen lake. It's right on this block, so you click here. Okay, this next one is on top of this chimney. You can either go through the armory and there's a parkour up, or if you have a movement spell you can also just teleport up. That also works. Okay, once you're up, just click again. It works anywhere on this tower. And we'll do the swirly thing again. Okay. This next one is on top of the emerald at the bank. So this thing here. So just click. Okay, and we're almost done. This is the second to last one. This one is at the airbase again. This one, a lot of people had trouble with this one. It lines up like this, basically. Like the two yellow ones are the lanterns, and then you have the red things, which are these. And the X is on top of this building. So you stand here. Okay, now we need to go into the Winter Fair. And this last one shows stuff every time you click. It shows like a part of it, which is very evil. And the place you want to go is over here. So right in front of this house, click once. It'll tell you that something is nearby. Go into the house, click again. It'll tell you there's nothing here. Or is there? And now if you stand here and jump, you'll see there's a note on this chandelier. So you pick that up. And this note tells you to find a small roof at a high up spot. And that is this house over there. So we'll have to go over there. And it's that small tower, basically. It can be a bit tricky to get to it because you need to like kind of run up and there's the soul sand block, so it might take a few tries. You can also try and TP or use your movement spell, but it's not very reliable. Basically just try a few times and you'll get it. Okay, once you've got it, this one will tell you to find something that's watching something, and they mean the snowman, and the snowman is watching this candy cane. So you want to get this node over here. And this one is again talking about a creature that keeps watch, and in this house there's a Weibel with a telescope, which is watching this tree, so we'll have to go to that tree. And the node is up here. And this node is Winnick, and it says 2-3. And with that they mean the score of the Pigpuck game. So now we need to go to the Pigpuck arena and create the 2-3 score. So 2 for this side and 3 for this side. Be careful that you put the at least 2-2 in before you put the third one into this side, because otherwise it'll end the game. Okay. And now you will see particles here. And after a while a key will appear here that you can get out with your ice pick. There you go. And this key tells us to find the path that starts nowhere. And with this they mean the house which is over here. I'll just show you how to get there. So here's the path that starts nowhere, and then this is the house. Use the key, unlock the door, and then here you can get a old cookie, which something can eat, and with something they mean the Yeti. So now we go back to Deathless. This is Fishgreed, by the way, they made this puzzle. It's very awesome. You talk to the Yeti, you feed him the cookie. He eats the cookie. Now he walks away. When he leaves Deathless, he flies into the air and then disappears. Now you can walk up here, and Yaya will talk to you. And here's the plushie. So if you right click, you'll finally get your own Gnome plushie, and also the Vision of the Past item, which is interesting, and the ice pick, which will give you speed. Hope this helped.